So the kids are dropped safely at school and nursery. Do you know, so much stuff built up on my to-do list last week during half term that creating a new Trello board, doing, done. I know people have been banging on about Trello for years, but I've come to realise that actually the visual nature of it really does suit me. And it just means that when I sit down, like now, I can just look at it and go, right, I'm going to do that. So I posted this to Zoe, who was filming for me last week, and I put into it my business card, and she sent it back with her business. I like, ooh, shiny. I like that we're trading business cards. Look at, she has upped the game. So we're doing a shoot where we've got a ton of footage, like we're doing multiple shoots across the year, and we need to start logging it properly, and I've got somebody doing that who isn't here, so I need to explain to them what I've set up and how they need to do it. So as well as creating a document for them, I'm going to create a little video for them because it's a lot easier to explain it. It's a bit like we're sitting next to each other that way, except they can't ask questions. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Hey, so here is a little demonstration of how this logging is going. We have to figure out what is important. Like if we put in the disclaimer, is that going to satisfy them? It's Tuesday night, drink with friends in London time. Not seen them for a long time, it feels like. One thing I've got to be careful about tonight though, we're doing a really quick job for these banking guys, Abu Dhabi sort of direction. There is a huge time difference, and they have a meeting in their morning which kicks off 4 a.m. UK time. They need this video for their meeting. It means that I'm gonna get back from the pub about midnight. That's when I'm expecting the video to drop from the animator. I will then mix it before I go to bed so that they have it 4 a.m. Such a good night with my friends in London. Talking to those guys means so much to me. They know the industry, they know what they're talking about, but they also know me. There are people in your life who know you better than you know yourself because they see you through different eyes. For all the coaching programs you could sign up to and all the mentors you could pay, sometimes you just need really good friendships. Just booking some more camps and things for the holidays. I mean business now, and after school clubs as well for that matter. But one thing I thought I'd mention is the fact that when I now book after school clubs and camps and things like that, I used to use my personal email address, like the one I've had for years. But now I use my stevefolland.com email address, my professional one, because I realised that of course all of these people are potential clients or might check out my website and then know somebody else who might need it. They're all potential networking points, aren't they? These people that you get to know. Same in the school, like if you've got kids in a school class, often you share en masse within the whole class all your email addresses because nosy people check. Like I've done it with others. I've checked out their URL. I've been intrigued and found that one of them runs his own web design agency and another one is an interior designer and so on. So yeah. And your deadline's 21st of March. So somehow it's already Friday. I've found that last couple of days, despite the fact that I have tons to do, I let myself be distracted by phone calls and emails and then end up responding to those issues, which is fine to a point, but actually I have stuff to do. So it's 10 a.m. now. I've spent the last hour putting things in place. I'm going to switch everything else off now and just do the work. Which this morning is editing the final load of scripts for filming next week. So it's Friday night, just sitting down to edit the podcast.
and who were those people that you were bringing on? Were they people that previously you would have...
It's bad, isn't it? I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm obviously sitting here like this. I am listening to audition playback what I said, and at the same time as it plays, I am momentarily afterwards saying the same thing, hopefully in the same way, at the same pace, and recording it on a different track. So this is the podcast, and then up here is where I'm recording the bits. You can see I've just started. Wish me luck, here we go. And did you give yourself an agency name, or was it still Paul Allington? It's a great name. If we play it back...
It's a great name. It's a great name.
Oh God, I hate myself. I tell you what though, if I pull this off... and the Oscar goes to... There it is. I have done it. I have matched all of my original audio down to every last snigger and re-recorded it. Don't tell anyone. This is our little secret.
Onto Liverpool Street, where this train terminates.
Such a nice end to the week, and I tell you, Ian has got like the whole work life. Clearly he's got it figured out. He lives in the south of France, but also he doesn't work on a Saturday and Sunday, so like that is devotedly set aside to the family, which is something I'm still working on. You see, this is where I'll put the thing saying they should follow you.
You might be at that.
He lives in France, so therefore whatever he is doing is working. So, I'm going to end this week on Sunday trying not to do any work. Even though it's there, I'm going to put it to one side and just reset and relax and spend time with everyone else. And probably, let's be honest, getting over a rare hangover. It's been a good week, all in all.